been a lot of things that I've been afraid to do. Um, I'm going to say I was afraid to work offshore. I was afraid there comes a time in your career where it's very important to network, where it's just hard work alone won't do it, but you got to make relationships. And so sometimes, because I'm from such a close family and I have such good friends, I'm kind of resistant to relationships with folks I didn't know or folks at different levels or people, so putting yourself out there to be friends or to network and form relationship with folks that you don't know. When Schlumberger, very early in our career, you'd have to give a lot of presentations. I used to be pretty afraid. Fortunately, I had mothers and grandmothers that always had me doing Easter speeches at church. So even now, when I have some big point I have to make or a long speech I have to make for the board, I say, well, let me grab my Easter speech. So public speaking was never, it wasn't something that just came naturally. It has with time. But I think that you just have to realize what it is you're afraid of and not run from it, but actually run to it and say, what do I need? Do I need Toastmasters? Do I need to, have a coach to help me understand how to form these professional relationships? How do I handle my fears? And so I think you kind of get where you grow out of it. Now I think my biggest fears are, people you can't control. Like, you can't control a kid after a certain age. Like my fear is that, she's going to wake up and want to do something that I'd rather her not do when she becomes a teenager. And so it's like, okay, so now you do all that hard work trying to circumvent these things that you're afraid of. But I mean, once you're getting towards the mid-career and you're not afraid of being laid off. You realize these things happen. You're not afraid of demise because you've seen too many comeback stories and you've worked hard. So I would have to say, it's just after years and years of seeing yourself overcome fear, there's not a long list of things you're afraid of because you know God's in control and you know that I can overcome whatever life has because life just happens.